This man saved for 11 years, then lost everything in one afternoon. Not to a thief, not to war, not to bad luck. He gave it away himself, with a smile, to someone he trusted completely. And the uncomfortable part? You would have trusted him too. His name was Dabasir. Picture Babylon, 4,000 years ago, the richest city on earth. Streets of gold, markets of spice, walls so tall they swallowed the sun. And in the middle of it all, Dabasir? A nobody. A spearmaker's son with empty pockets, cracked sandals, and one burning question he couldn't put down. Why them, and not me? He didn't want luck. He didn't want a handout. He wanted to be rich. So one evening he made himself a vow. For every 10 coins he earned, he would keep one. The most boring decision a man can make, and it was agony. While his friends drank in the taverns, Dabasir walked home alone. While they bought silver-stitched sandals, he wore his cracked ones another year. 1 coin, then 10, then 100. Floods came and went. The festival passed, 4 times, 7 times, 11 times. 11 years of saying no, pressed into a heavy wooden box of gold. And for the first time in his life, Dabasir wasn't a nobody. He had capital. And that, not poverty, is exactly when the danger begins. Because rich men don't get robbed in dark alleys. They get robbed in broad daylight, by a friend. His name was Azmur, a brickmaker. And you would have liked him instantly. The kind of man who remembers your name, asks about your mother, laughs at your jokes before you finish them. One evening he leaned in close and shared a secret. He was sailing to the city of Tyre, where the Phoenician merchants sold jewels, rubies, emeralds, for almost nothing. Buy a fistful, sell them back in Babylon for 10 times the price. I'm only telling you, he whispered, because you're like a brother to me. Now a small voice in Dabasir's head whispered too, what does a brickmaker know about jewels? But greed has a way of turning that voice down. Dabasir didn't hear a brickmaker. He heard 10 times. He heard 11 years finally paying off. So he dug up the box and poured every last coin into Azmur's hands. And he watched his friends sail toward the horizon, carrying his entire life with him. Azmur came back, glowing, triumphant. He pressed the jewels into Dabasir's palm like a king crowning his successor. And Dabasir ran them to the gem trader, heart pounding, already spending the fortune in his head. The old man held 1 stone up to the light, turned it, frowned, and set it down, very gently, the way you set down something worthless so you don't insult the man holding it. Glass, he said, colored glass. The Phoenicians saw your friend coming from across the sea. Glass. 11 years of glass. Not stolen, given away. For 2 days, Dabasir didn't eat. On the 3rd, an old man sat down beside him in the dust. The wealthiest lender in all of Babylon, a man named Arkad. He didn't offer money. He offered a question. Why would a brickmaker know jewels? Dabasir opened his mouth and closed it. Because he had no answer. He never had. You did not lose your gold to Azmur, Arkad said softly. You lost it the moment you took advice about jewels from a man who knew only bricks. Gold clings to the cautious owner. It flees the man who chases it without wisdom. Now here's the part that should scare you. Babylon is dust now, 4,000 years buried under sand. But Azmur, the brickmaker, he's still here. He just changed his clothes. Today he's the crypto influencer with the rented Lamborghini, promising you'll make it if you buy his coin before Friday. He's the WhatsApp group admin guaranteeing 40% returns, risk-free. He's the Forex guru selling a $1,000 course on getting rich, instead of just getting rich. Different century, same trick. Because the con was never about the jewels. It was about you, your hope, your hurry, your hunger to skip the 11 years. As Warren Buffett said, risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. So Dabasir spent the next years not chasing but learning. And from his ashes came the rules that made him one of Babylon's wealthiest men. Never take money advice from someone who doesn't make money doing it. Greed turns down the volume on your common sense, so when a deal feels too good, that feeling is the warning. Protect your capital before you chase profit. As Charlie Munger said, the big money is not in the buying and selling, but in the waiting. And above all, invest in knowledge first, because as Benjamin Graham warned, the investor's worst enemy is usually himself. Dabasir did become rich, fabulously, famously rich, but not the day he made money. He became rich the day he stopped paying for the same lesson twice. So before you hand your 11 years to a stranger with a smile and a shortcut, ask the question that saved him. Why would a brickmaker know jewels? Because somewhere, right now, someone is already selling you one.